you, dear?
Yes?
Go on.
It's this whole running thing. If someone wants to throw their life away, I guess that's their decision, but do we really need to make a scene?
Pardon?
What's up with my mum?
Go on.
It's this whole running thing. If someone
good
wants
luck.
to throw their life away, I guess that's
Funny,
their decision.
you don't look crazy.
To make a scene.
You really sure you want to run the mile? This'll either be your biggest triumph or your last mistake.
Testing yourself. Here's to going out in a blaze of
Only to
glory.
look the negative. Successful runners
Hello.
like Socrates have earned considerable achievements. Only those who take the greatest risks earn the greatest rewards.
Excuse me?
Open number 5.
Another corpse. Good luck.
What the hell are you all getting at? You're trying to piss me off. I don't get paid to be nice. I get paid to put down your fucking address and start something.
Hey, we certainly get a lot of interesting people in this place. Aside from the restaurant and hotel services, we offer full-service starship maintenance and refueling. Just speak to our starport master, Lon Anderson. And don't mind him. He may be a lazy old fart, but when push comes to shove, he gets the job done.
Got reports saying.
Oh, I saw this guy get full-on eaten by one of the larger creatures we had out there one time. Just swallowed him up whole in one gulp. Clearly he was a goner. Not 5 minutes later, after the bets were called and everyone was settling up, the guy bursts out of the thing's stomach and goes on to finish the course. You can imagine that was an interesting night. Just don't imagine what that guy smelled like after. 'Cause,
Negotiate new terms for that.
do we have a room available? Ah, yes we do. I can get that set up for you. We can book up to a week, or you can go with the daily rate. What'll it be?
And I pay on time.
Of course. You'll find your room upstairs, the one on the end. I hope you'll enjoy our humble accommodations.
But if you're not satisfied with the compensation, I'm sure I can find other members of your outfit eager to take your place.
Go ahead, start some trouble. Gives me an excuse to air you out. I don't make chit-chat with patrons.
Jinx this step, or the Rangers will help you weaken his true.
Yes. I can see how that would put you in a difficult position. Were it any other patron, I'd insist on firmer measures. Mr. Reese, however, is a special guest and will treat us. If you feel you cannot in good faith extend his court further, come and see me. I'll take care of it.
I'll do that.
I know it probably chafes at your sense of fairness, but the reality is that sometimes famous people get a special treatment. Okay?
Testing yourself against the mile? You might regret it.
Another corpse on the mile. Hope you notified your family.
Kick back for the drinks in the bar.
May fortune smile on you today.
Yes? What?
Is something bothering
Hey.
you, Sophie?
Well, there's something that's been happening.
Here's to going out there, crazy. This'll either be your biggest triumph.
Nee, was the schreien.
If you fancy yourself a red mile runner, just speak to me.
You'll be talking to the underside of my boot if you keep trying to strike up a conversation.
Need something for your ship? Hey, you're the captain of that ship. Is your registration paperwork in order? Who's asking? The starport master of Red Mile is who? Think that'd be obvious, given what I just asked you. Excuse me? I don't have time for this bullcrap. Truth is, I don't really give a damn. I gotta ask, because it's my job, you know? And don't get me wrong. I used to care about running a tight operation. Had everything going nice and smooth. But when May started building this place up and hired those mercs, everything went straight to hell. I voiced my displeasure, and now I'm on the outs. May's security. Bunch of wannabe soldier assholes is more like it. Call themselves Ecliptic. They think they're some sort of elite paramilitary unit. I'll tell you what they really are. They're nothing but punks with guns that get off on pushing people around. I get the need for having some security out here. We're independent. That ain't lost on me. But these guys are the worst of the worst. More trouble than they're worth, you know? And not by a little. Yep, she took over a little while ago. Drove out all the regulars because they didn't fit in with her new vision for the place. Now, I'm not saying they were saints, but at least there was some respect for the people whose blood and sweat makes this place work, you know? You'll find her inside. Whatever you're here for, she's probably the one you want to talk to first. Sure has. May, she's got these big ideas about making this place some kind of must-see attraction for the whole settled systems. You'd think she'd care a little bit more about the quality of the damn starport. Anyway, I'm sure you're already sick of my bitching. If you need parts for that ship, or a top-up on the grab drive fuel, that's me. We got some. Take a look. Good luck with... whatever.
I'm on duty, so get the hell out of my face.
Stay in line, and we won't have a problem.
You really sure you want to run the mile?
Let me be clear. You start something, every one of us. Now go on, get.
Mr. Anderson.
Ah, Miss Divine. To what do I owe the pleasure of your company?
Not pleasure. Business.
I see.
I tolerate your presence here because despite your usual lackadaisical demeanor, you do solid work. Lately, however, you've been conveniently forgetting to properly log all the ships that come in and out of my spaceport.
Who cares? There ain't no feds that come sniffing around for information. We don't submit reports to the colonies. It's a waste of time, and you know it.
Mr. Anderson. Lon. You think I don't understand that? That information isn't for them. It's for me. And I needn't explain to you why it's important. You have a job. I expect you to do it. Or I'll find someone else who can.
Fine, yeah, I get it, May. I'll do a better job, okay?
Good. I'm glad we agree on this. Carry on then.
Got reports saying a
Like
Crimson
by the
Fleet
house
crew
rules,
spotted
or
not
you'll
far
find
from
yourself on
here.
the other side of an
I've
airlock
taken an
without a
interest
helmet.
in your operation.
That's why I hired you and your people. I trust if this pirate crew pays us a visit, you'll handle them.
Paying us to keep rogue spacers and independent crew away is one thing, but the Crimson Fleet, we're gonna need to negotiate new terms for that. And I'll get... you a little hint about what that means. It means a lot more money for us.
I already paid you more than a fair
Everything's 5 by 5, Captain.
Welcome back.
Having a good one?
Dealing in art is more exciting than one would think.
I got contact. Happy to make a deal. Take your time. I got all day. Watch your back out there.
Private sector. Now that's where the real money's at.
That's it. I'm not really sure.
Have you don't mind me? Just a weary man, resting his feet. Ah, excellent. I see you've held up your end of the bargain, so I'll do the same. Salina's hardware is now open for business. I'll unlock the door for you. Feel free to come around and peruse my wares anytime. It's a quaint shop, isn't it? Okay then, come on back. Thank you for retrieving that package for me. Salina's hardware is now open for business. Let's keep this just between us, all right?
The fewer I hope you're not here to report something. If you are, it means you've seen far too much. I'm the acting head of Aegis, the intelligence division here in Mast. I oversee all our active projects and agents in the field, and I'm afraid that's about as much detail as I can give you. No, my parents would never have been so presumptuous. Every agent who joins Aegis gets to choose a pseudonym, pending approval, of course. I chose this for myself when I signed on. I have, of course, since learned that I am not nearly as smart as I thought I was as a younger man. I suppose none of us are. We're the intelligence arm of the United Colonies. Think of it this way. UC Security responds to threats. It's Aegis's job to anticipate and prevent them. All you really need to know is that we're here to serve, and we're the good guys. Our main priority is the safety and security of the citizens and assets of the United Colonies, wherever they may be. We keep an eye on, well, everything. You get used to it after a while, and it makes the occasions where you can all the more meaningful. Ah, right. You're Sergeant Yumi's recruit. You're taller than I expected. Oh, it wasn't a compliment. Just an observation. In any case, let me fill you in. We have a dead drop that we think has been compromised. So I'd like someone from UC Security to handle the pickup instead. Take the package back to Sergeant Yumi and he'll check it in as evidence before it gets routed back to Aegis. Take the Nat to the spaceport. There should be a Galbank ATM right next to the station. The package is taped under one of the benches. Grab it and deliver it to Sergeant Yumi and the job's done. You really should know better than to ask for classified intel. What is this, your first day on the job? Don't worry, I'm just giving you a hard time. I still can't tell you what's in the package, though. Good luck with the mission.
How's the investigation going? Still have questions? Go ahead and ask. Nicely done. It's really hard to find good help these days. That being said, my luck seems to be turning around. We've gotten a lot of new personnel as of late, not just you. Who knew all I had to do was put up a sign? Well, I have you now, so I probably won't hire another person for a while. Anyway, here's your payment. And if I have any more work for you, I'll let you know.
Spacesuit. You will be scanned as you enter the city. Please keep
You should inspect your ship for heat leeches every couple landings. They'll cause plenty of havoc if left unchecked.
All is well, Captain, all things considered.
Trident Star Yard acknowledging hail. All customers are warmly welcome.
On the airlock seals. We have a clean dock.
No funny business.
All right.
We've got our eyes on you.
Trident has been defining elegance for generations. And I want it to reach new heights. What are you doing here? Philippe didn't say I should be expecting someone. This is the very heart of Trident, and we don't need strays. Oh, and it tells jokes, too. Well, I suppose since you're here, enjoy being in the presence of greatness. It's here that we create the next generation of Trident starships. Oh yes, I am. I am Gladys Coffin, Chief Architect of Trident. If you have any other questions, make it fast. Listen, if you want to talk about the max-safe tonnage of the Astra or other trivia, ask Gia. Me? I design the future. What great new heights we can go to. Oh my, that's just priceless. Balancing elegance with the strict engineering requirements of spaceship travel. That's not science. It's art. An art I'm particularly skilled at. Am I famous? Well, my many, many awards and achievements should give you some idea. Oh, why, thank you. Yes, I've recently won my second Grand Nova Award for excellence. It's a great honor, but after receiving so very many awards and distinctions, they all start to blend together. Yes, I do think I deserve some reward for my considerable virtuosity. I've heard some associates singing the praises of a certain something, hailing from Neon. Velocity, I believe it is called. It's some drink or food or something else. I haven't any idea what it actually is, but my curiosity is getting the better of me. You seem to have nothing better to do. Would you care to go fetch me one of these velocities? I don't much care which variety you get. And of course you'll be reimbursed. Oh, fantastic. I look forward to seeing what all the excitement's about. In my line of work, one cannot be small-minded. As Trident's chief architect, no. as their premier artiste, I must find inspiration in everything. Well, fortunately for me, your opinion really doesn't matter. Yes, yes, goodbye. Yes, yes, it's a singular honor to meet me, I'm sure.
Hey there.
I've been working on that new headline, Mr. Corbin. I think I finally got it.
Excellent. Let's hear it.
Trident, carrying the scepter of quality.
Good. Very good, in fact. But there's just one problem.
No offense.
Trident is not a scepter.
You belong here?
I mean, it's close enough.
Close enough.
Hello.
Close enough. Take some pride in your work. We are Trident Luxury Lines. We do not get by on close enough. Start over.
Yes, sir. Let me know if I can be of assistance.
Behave yourself.
Welcome to Trident.
I've sent the files over to you, Miss Coffin. I recommend you review them as soon as possible.
Not now. Can't you see I'm trying to revolutionize the future of space travel?
I understand that, but this is very important budgetary information. I think it would be wise to look over it before continuing your work.
You're stifling me, dear. I'll look over the files when I'm good and ready. Now, if you don't mind, I have some vital work to be doing.
Are you supposed to be down here?
After winning the second Grant Nova Award for Excellence, the whole ceremony seems a trifle long-winded.
Everything okay?
Docking seal released.
So glad you stopped. It's a wonderful day, my friend. Certainly, my friend. was good of you to stop by, my friend.
If you're wondering what that smell is, it's neon.
Not sure if those balloon cells.
Duals Goods has a full line of equipment and accessories for all your hectic needs. Packaged food?
Dietrich's been great at the meetings. Wish he'd stop bringing best deals in town. Tell everyone you know about our store.
Duals Goods. We have everything you could possibly want.
Just the person I wanted to see. You got that schematic? We'll have our research and development team take a look. If there's anything notable, we'll reverse engineer it, then recreate it with our own spin. And believe me, by the time our engineers are through, Trident won't even recognize it. And we aim to keep it that way. I need to deliver this to Vina so she can start the reverse engineering process, but first, Ularu wants to see you. I've upgraded your security level so you can access the executive floor, where her office is. Tell her assistant Maeve you have an appointment. I won't be far behind, in case you get lost.
I better do this right. I don't want Yuko breathing down my neck about it.
This deal could be huge for my company.
If you're waiting for an appointment, please have a seat.
I think that was the single most stressful experience of my life.
My career will be over if this deal falls through.
Can I help you? Name an appointment. Confirmed. Ularu is wrapping up a meeting with Genevieve. You can wait here or in the lobby area. I'll let you know when she's ready to see you. I see Imogene Salso is supposed to be with you.
I'm right here, Maeve.
Good. It should just be a moment. Well, sooner than I thought. Looks like Ularu's ready now.
Don't cause any trouble.
Ularu, is that always your response? I don't want another PR mess on my hands.
Yes, Viv, because you're too good at your job. No, we can talk details later. My next appointment's here.
Fine, but you can break this news to Alexis at our next meeting.
Good, you're finally here. The one I've been hearing so much about. I'm Ularu Chen, head of operations here at Ryujin. So tell me, what do you think of your new job so far? In that case, it sounds like our initial impression of you is turning out to be quite accurate. Now, my dear Jeannie here says you've been through the basics of what we do and pulled off success every time.
5 successful standard assignments and 1 specialized.
And on top of all that, a flawless record. It's no wonder they love you up here. I happen to have a personal assignment that I'd like to send you on. One that involves meeting up with an outside contact. Jeannie seems to think you're more than capable of handling it.
She's the best operative I've ever hired.
Let's not forget the only operative you've ever hired. Meeting with outside contacts isn't always as straightforward as your past assignments. Some can be fickle or demanding, so you'll need to decide how to handle them and what decisions to make on the fly. I'd use the word trust loosely. We maintain a relationship of sorts. Those who come through get paid, and those who don't, well, they won't live to regret it. That's exactly the type of operative I want. Someone who doesn't take no for an answer. Your contact is Simon Rychek. He claims to have information on a new project that Infinity Ltd is working on. He said it's a game changer that Ryujin would be especially interested in. So his asking price is the big thing to consider. Finance will reimburse up to 1,000 credits. So if you have negotiation skills, use them. Simon's been working with us for years, so he'll pose no threat to you. He's paranoid, which is why I assume he's never been caught. But his information is typically worth it. Now, in order to confirm your identity, Simon prefers code phrases. I'll let Jeannie give you the details on this one because the concept is just beneath me.
Simon is into sports, so he enjoys any opportunity to talk about them. At some point, he'll casually say, "Looks like the Galactic Raiders are the #1 pick for the Universal Championship this year." You get to respond with, "Razor Derby is the only real sport." Got it? According to Simon Rychek, it's the only real sport in the galaxy. But if you want a lesson in sports, just ask him. Movies are more my thing when it comes to entertainment. They're a batball team that sucks. They have about as much chance of winning the Universal Championship as Aurora does of going legal outside of Neon. Simon despises batball, though, which is why he crafted that response you give in return. You'll find him in Sidonia, so I hope your ship's fueled. Just look for him above the Lux condos in the plaza.
You spoke very highly of this one, Jeannie. Let's hope she doesn't make a liar out of you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some things to take care of.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
I've got my eye on you.
Keep out of my way, and I'll keep out of yours.
Nervous enough for this presentation without you fidgeting.
What's up?
You look like you could use a drink. Hell, we all could. Whatever, just hand it over. I'll look at it on my own time. No, are you crazy? I've got a captive audience here. Business is booming. Blend is part of the Neon charm. It's iconic. Not to mention that Blend's mix of special ingredients can only be found here. What are you, the nosy type? Why do you care? But if you must know, business is good. It's always good. Blend is a local phenomenon. It gets people in the door. So are you going to buy any, or are you just gonna talk my ear off? One day Bayu will slip, and everyone he has bled will get revenge. But, for now, it's a lot safer, easier. But 20% of our earnings hurts. Well, what a coincidence. I have some for sale. Yeah, I'll see you later.
I gotta tell you, man, blend is the best.
Who's there, friend? Need something?
I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Have a look for yourself. He's never looked better. Had the paint cleaned up, some dings smoothed out of his chassis, and even upgraded his firmware. All thanks to you. Look, I know it's ridiculous to be this excited about having that big old tin can around, but he's still the only friend I've got. Come to think of it, after you took the time to help me, I'd say I've made a new friend. And you're welcome here anytime. If you've got the credits, I've got what you need. Sticks, how's this month looking?
I'm sorry, I did not understand you.
special, but plenty of people won't know.
Hey, you looking for anything in particular? Cool. That's what we do here. Sounds like a plan. I can also take stuff off your hands too, if that's something you're interested in. Yo, stay good out there.
Ever been to Aquila? Those security uniforms are way cooler than anything.
Inside was a secret compartment full of everything unprotected.
Can't wait to get out of this place. You lost? Or just come to ask an out-of-work miner how his day's going? Only good thing worth talking about these days is sports. Speaking of, looks like the Galactic Raiders are the #1 pick for the Universal Championship this year. You're damn right it is. I heard they were sending someone new. Nice to see you made it. I have information on a deal being proposed between Infinity Ltd and Deimos Stockyards. It's my belief that your employers would be highly interested in the details. So I'm upping my price. It's steep, yes. But that is why I'm also offering a little side job if you can't pay up. For this little tidbit? Believe me, I know exactly what this is worth. Yeah, I hope so. Maybe we can work something out. I hear you. All right, I'll lower the price. But that's my final offer. Unless you may prefer the side job now? You're going to like it. As you may guess, being an informant is not without its risks. I've heard there's a merc in Saturn's orbit who'd like to cross my name off her list. Milai Liskova. If you take her out and bring me her gun as proof, I'll consider my fee to be waived. Liskova has a sentimental attachment to that gun. Even named it Ember. She'd never just hand it over. It saved her life once or twice. Seems whenever it falls into enemy hands, it has a tendency to backfire or jam. On top of that, she's superstitious, which makes the gun all the more precious to her. She's a freelance mercenary, used to work for Inception Technologies. But she likes her independence, so she went into business for herself. She specializes in killing for the right price. So before you get any second thoughts, you should think of it as doing the settled systems a favor. You're doing me a tremendous favor. Just know she won't go down easily, so be prepared. Malai's ship is called the Datura, and like I said, you can find her in orbit around Saturn. Just remember to bring the gun back as proof.